Today we're going to show you how to make this beautiful nautical tablescape using Apothecary bottles.
You can use them all together in one tablescape or individually as a standalone arrangement. I'm Millie Eggert.
And I'm Derek Woodruff, and this is Syndicate Studios.
So Derek, it looks like you've already started, so tell us what you've done.
Well, I started with a couple of the shorter bottles and I added a candle. The taper candles fit nicely down in the neck of the bottle.
Yeah.
And to stabilize the candles, I added just some decorative sand. I've also added a little bit of twine to each of the bottles. Some with some knots and then some just around the neck of the bottle.
Okay. And so you can add twine to anything and make it even better, right?
Exactly. So for the other three bottles, we're going to add some flowers.
Okay, so you have the assortment of all the sizes out here, but you can also just order one particular size if that works better for you.
Exactly. So I'm going to keep these really simple, monobotanical, meaning one kind of flower. We're going to use the blue iris and just some greenery.
Okay, I said earlier, I feel like these are purple, but you say blue.
You say purple, I say potato.
What is this stuff called again?
This is aspidistra.
Aspidistra.
I'm just going to add a couple of loops just for some interest.
Okay.
This will give us a nice base for our container and our flowers. Now this would be appropriate for a party in a home, a small event, or even a wedding if it were nautical themed and you needed to do large scale tablescapes.
Right, I like how it's definitely a nautical theme with the sand and rope, but I like adding kind of a more formal element to it with the flowers as well.
And I kept them in the blue scheme so that it would stay with that nautical theme. Now I'm going to add some lily grass, which you might see like growing on the beach or in a garden.
Okay.
So that's the kind of feel here.
And are they flimsy or are they pretty stable? You can actually stick them in.
They're pretty sturdy, but they bend nicely too if you wanted to go that route. Also, if you wanted to use this as an event centerpiece and you couldn't do open flame, you could always replace these candles with a flameless candle. So for the last bottle, I would like to put some of the irises right down inside of it, like a terrarium style floral arrangement.
Oh, okay, so how do you get the flower down in there?
For flowers down in the bottle, we'll choose a couple that haven't opened all the way so that they fit down through the bottleneck.
Okay.
Gently, gently. Then we'll add a little bit of grass just for some detail so it is cohesive with the rest of the arrangement.
I definitely like adding color to this whole scheme. I think it just gives it a pop. Cork on top, all done. All right, since we're all done, can I go ahead and light the candles?
Go for it.
All right.
Now we have a nice completed tablescape. But what's nice about the vintage collection is how everything kind of goes together. So why don't we add some vintage bottles to this as well?
Sounds good.
You can add those.
Okay.
The vintage bottles are a very nice accent to the Apothecary bottles.
Here's a creative way to make a place card setting. Just take your bottle, fill with a little sand in the bottom, place some shells, and then take your place card, which has the name and your table number, put your cork on top, and there's your place setting.